All right, everybody, so figure out where the camera is here. Anyhow, it's RC and Vantasy back again. We are working on removing the stripes off the side of Vantasy. So we're taking all of these here off. I've already removed them from 3/4 of this side. I'm not worried about the lower stripes because I'm going to be putting patch panels on, so I'll be cutting off the part that has the stripes on it now. So the main thing I'm worried about right at this point in time is these stripes here, these original side body stripes. And I'm doing the ones all the way down underneath, so I'll move the camera while we're videotaping and stuff and show you. What I'm using is one of these Chinese eraser wheels. Just puts in your drill, and I'll get right to it and show you how these things work. They are messy. It does leave quite a mess around your garage, so if you can do it outside, that would probably be the better thing to do. And once you're done, you're going to need a really good adhesive remover, and I will find a can of stuff here I use, and I'll show you guys what I use for adhesive remover. Of course, I run a sign shop during the day. It's my day job, so I have access to all this stuff. But you can get these things on eBay, and you can get the adhesive remover that I use at any auto body supply shop. Should carry it. NAPA Auto care centers carry it. Places like that. So anyways, without further ado, let's get some removing some stripes here, shall we? Alrighty. Also, cannot emphasize enough, this stuff throws stuff everywhere. It's a good idea to wear safety glasses, definitely. Just like that, no more stripe. Something else to keep in mind, always make sure these go the right way. They have directional use. Well, they say where to stop at and stuff. This one doesn't have, but usually you want to go this route with it. So clockwise, if you go counterclockwise, it'll spin itself off the anvil and probably hit you in the face. That's not going to be good. So let me see if I can get you positioned here so you can see the rest of the removal. It should do. All right, let's get the rest of this bottom stripe off and these center pieces here. Not much left on this side of the van to go. You don't want to use too heavy of a pressure because you notice it wants to bounce. You want to try to avoid it from bouncing around too much if you can. Just a light pressure usually is all it takes to get these stripes off. Especially any vinyl graphics, decals, anything like that. Usually just a light pressure should remove it. You want the tool to guide where you're going, not so much you guide the tool. So just, it's an acquired trick, but you'll get the hang of it. When you get up around stripes between the windows, they're going to be a little more touchier. You might have to do it at an angle. Be careful. Using this tool does make your drill very, very hot. So definitely be careful of that aspect too. Alright, let's get this last little bit here and then I'll show you the can of adhesive remover I use. I'm going to have to do a little work to the bottom of the door, so I'm just going to grind that off. This is all going to get cut out and replaced anyway, so I'm not worried about doing them. Alrighty. Now there's a little bit of one up here. I'm going to have to get this with very carefully with the grinder or the sander when I'm doing it. Whew. Of course, I'm dusted everywhere with eraser. Oh gosh, I've been erased. Okay, so of course there's dust, sanding dust everywhere from this thing. So let me put this up here. Alrighty, so as you can see now, all this is gone. All the original around the windows here, up along the top, most of this is gone. I brought most of this dent out last night that was in here. Gonna do a little bit of JB Weld bodywork in it. And of course, I'm not gonna take these lower stripes off because I'm replacing this entire panel with new. But yeah, you can see here, I can get this to, there we go, all the way down the sides. And got the bottom part of this stripe off, but like I said, I got to come back, and I couldn't get in here to get this. I'm really good at taking off pinstriping with a razor blade too, so I might have to do that for the rest of that. And of course back here, if I can zoom out, maybe can't zoom out. So anyways, the whole rear of the van has now been stripped, all the factory striping and the original place it was purchased at, which was Royal Chevrolet in Coldwater. All this original pinstripe around the back now is all gone. Something else to keep in mind, I went through all that trouble to custom 3D print taillight covers for my van here. I custom made these 3D printed taillight covers. I only got one of them printed, and I came up with a better idea. It's going to use a lot less body work, and it's going to look really cool. So all I'm going to say about this is this factory inset is going to work really, really good. Get my stomach out of the way. This factory inset is going to work really good for that. And just to give you a hint, my Volkswagen Beetle sitting... Ooh, that wasn't good. That was my power supply. That Volkswagen Beetle sitting over there of mine, if you look at the taillights, that'll give you an idea what I'm going to do with these. But anyhow, let me switch you around. Pick the power supply up that I hopefully didn't break. Yeah, it's still working, so I guess that's a plus. Get a little bit of light here. Now I can show you around here. It does a really nice job taking everything off. You still got a little bit of adhesive residue left over, but the vinyl itself is gone. That's the main thing you want. And once you get the adhesive done, then you can go ahead and work on sanding and whatnot. So all of this is what I removed. All this striping here, all this striping around the window. I'm getting tired tonight. It's been a long day of work already, and then I come out and work on this. So I'll have all these side stripes here to remove off the passenger side next, all the way up to the front fender. Of course, around the doors and the windows. I mean, it was really sharp. I mean, this van, when it was brand new, I bet it was absolutely gorgeous van. This fire engine red and everything, the Victory Red they call it. However, she's mine now, and I'm going to butcher her. I'm sure people are going to tell me that, but I'm actually going to make her mine. And in doing so, she's going to be satin black with flames. And of course, it's going to be what? It's going to be rattle can. So, just like the license plate tells. I tried getting Vantasy, but somebody in Michigan already has that license plate, dagnabbit. Back up here in front, the front fender is just about done. A little bit more sanding and some spot putty, and she'll be ready to paint. I had to take the stripe off of there too. And update, the windshield has been ordered. I have to finish sanding around the windshield track here, and I have to finish getting the dash back in after replacing the heater core. But yeah, needless to say, this is the update on Vantasy. I'm going to be able to put this valve back in here and stuff. We removed the entire rear lines, so, and everything's going to hook up really good. And then we've got the new heater core down here, and when I took it apart to begin with, this here broke off. So as you can see, I JB welded it back in place, but I first JB welded the bracket that holds that screw, and once it was dry, then I came back and actually JB welded this scoop assembly right on there. You can still get it in and out with it on there or off of there, it doesn't matter. So yeah, but other than that, Vantasy's coming right along. She will not be flamed and all done and everything by the Coldwater Car Show like I hoped. I may be able to get her there at least in satin black, but we'll have to wait and see. That time's coming up pretty fast. But other than that, she'll definitely be at my car show. So, RC Rodder and Vantasy, have a great night. See you later.